Let's see, when was the last time I did a commentary style video like this? Oh. Anyway, you've seen the title of this video. It's the grand return of the Simps series, and what better way to kick it off than roasting Subaru Simps again? Before we get into things, I want to stress that do not harass these people. It's not that deep and this is all in good fun. Also, if you want to see the series continue, can we hit 100 likes? As some of you may know, I love responding to comments that people leave on my videos, positive or negative. The other day, I was checking my comments section and I found this essay, along with the greatest ratio I've ever seen in a YouTube comment section.
Oh my god!
This comment has some small spoilers for ReZero Arc 5, but I will be censoring them entirely, so anime onlys can watch this video without being spoiled. The comment starts off with, "Ah yes, of course the Arlem villagers would turn on her. She, in their eyes, betrayed Subaru, the only one who stood up for her and was a hero of the village. And if she turned on Subaru, who was defending her against an apartheid state establishment, she would turn on them." So for those of you who don't know, an apartheid state establishment is a system of racial segregation that took place in South Africa. Anyway, right off the bat, this is just wrong. First, how would the villagers know what happened at the capital between Subaru and Emilia? The only people who know are Subaru, Emilia, Puck, Rem, and maybe Roswell. The only person I could see leaking this information is Roswell, if he even knew about their argument. But that's very unlikely as Roswell is nowhere to be seen in Arc 3 after Subaru embarrassed himself in the capital. So it's very likely that he went straight to the sanctuary after this, instead of going all the way back to the mansion and tell the villagers. This man Subaru went to Emilia and said, "Get down, Miss Emilia, I will stop racism." But Emilia backstabs him and says, "How dare you, Subaru? I want to be a ruler of a racist country. Leave my sight, peasant." Emilia was an incompetent hypocrite in the entire second capital section. She treated Subaru like a child, allowed Julius to forcibly seize her hand and kiss it, followed by immediately insulting Subaru. Julius knew full well what he was doing was wrong, and it was a test to see if Emilia was a pushover for his mistress. I have never seen someone read so much into a scene and draw conclusions to justify their narrative. Julius is all about class and being polite. He gently put his hand on Emilia's, giving her enough time to refuse if needed. Also, hand kissing is a greeting gesture that shows courtesy, politeness, respect, admiration, or even devotion by one person towards another. It makes sense that per tradition, Julius would do this towards a potential queen that he might have to serve. If Emilia rejected Julius, it will come off as very rude and not even in her character. They have also met before, so it's safe to assume that Julius has done the same greeting towards Emilia before, which is why she was not surprised when Julius hand-kissed her. I find it very hard to believe that Julius was out here to test Emilia and see if she was in fact a rude pushover compared to Anastasia. Then Emilia got upset because Subaru went to go help Priscilla. Next day, Roswell gave permission for Subaru to attend. Emilia coerced a promise out of him, making it invalid. Also, Roswell was Subaru's lord, not her, and technically she was under Roswell's protection, hence unable to command the staff. I had a literal stroke reading this. First of all, Roswell gave Subaru permission to come to the capital after Subaru lied saying that he had people in the capital that he had to thank. So in Roswell's words, why not? That can be kept separate from our royal selection business. Subaru should go to the capital to thank everyone and get treatment. So in Emilia's eyes, she asked Subaru to wait in the capital for her and give her a reason to trust him. And then all of a sudden, he shows up with a rival candidate. How could you blame her for thinking that Subaru might have betrayed her and switched sides? Also, Roswell being Subaru's lord doesn't apply here, given that number one, he doesn't call Roswell his lord, and the fact that Roswell is below Emilia in the social hierarchy. Rem even had orders from Roswell to let Subaru attend, and Priscilla also gave permission. Subaru recognized through his honed danger sense that Emilia was in danger. And several side stories and later conversations with Roswell showed he and Puck had set everything up, were willing to kill everyone except Emilia, who would have been killed in retaliation, in order to force a new loop if Subaru did not attend. Rem did not have orders from Roswell to let Subaru attend the meeting. She let Subaru go because she did not want to say no to the one person that she loves and agreed to look the other way. Also, Priscilla allowing Subaru to attend the meeting does not justify his actions in the capital. She brought him just to create chaos and make things interesting. Also, what is this danger sense that Subaru has? I did not know he became Spider-Man all of a sudden. Emilia was not in any danger. She needs to be able to stand up for herself if she wants to become queen. Subaru cutting her off and actively trying to do everything for her only halts her development and makes him look stupid. Also, this was cut out of the anime, but Roswell and Puck had planned to use the fact that Emilia was feared for her connection to Satella to show how she was in fact very powerful, but not a tyrant like many people thought, but a kind girl who wants to compete fair and square with everyone. And things would have been worse if he did not attend and Puck and Roswell backed off, as he would have went back to the mansion, dooming Crucia's camp and leading to a horrid death loop fighting Sloth. Emilia also failed to prep for the ceremony, got walked over and verbally dominated by the other camps before Bordeaux had even opened his mouth and gave a content-free speech full of empty platitudes. Subaru's actions at the royal selection meeting are not justified for all of the good things that he did after. It's like saying someone beat a person to death, but they solved world hunger and cured cancer after. While you can certainly argue that they did more good than harm, it does not change the fact that they did kill someone once, which is wrong. Also, I'm trying to understand how you're expecting Emilia to see into the future and know that Subaru would not listen to her and be at the meeting. Also, let's be realistic, Emilia is mentally around the age of 14 to 15. Do you honestly expect a middle school girl who has lived a very sheltered life to be an expert at politics and know how to deal with dozens of people ganging up on her verbally? Also, for those of you who don't know, Bordeaux is that dude with the big blue eyebrows that rival Rock Lee. Even if Bordeaux hadn't opened his mouth, she had already embarrassed herself. Then Bordeaux riled up a mob of Magian knights against her. Did Emilia get angry with Lugunica that treats demi-humans as trash with no rights and commits occasional genocide and barely allowed Felix to become a knight, and even then it took a royal exemption due to his water magic mastery? I just need to know, if Emilia apparently embarrassed herself, she didn't by the way, are you telling me that Subaru did not embarrass himself when he claimed to be Emilia's knight and got smacked by Julius in a duel? Also, nice straw man argument. Emilia's probably not aware of Lugunica's shady history, but if she was, I am confident that she would not approve of it. Emilia is literally a victim of racism in Lugunica for being a silver hair half-elf. Not to mention, she literally said in her speech in the Capitol that she would not allow that to stop her potential. So if she were to become the ruler, I am 100% sure that she would strive to make the kingdom open and equal to all races. Nope, she turned on Subaru and scapegoated him. Officially pre-Arc 5, Subaru was the only one commended for his actions in the government record for his actions at the selection, by the Prime Minister no less. Julius was the only one punished over his actions that day, losing his honor, being formally reprimanded, placed in house arrest, his camp lost face, and his mistress was forced to pay an indemnity to both the Emilia and Priscilla camps as he insulted both. The light novel and anime cut out much of the dialogue and context. Emilia did not use Subaru as a scapegoat. When one of the elders praised Subaru for being a fine attendant, literally right after, Emilia says that Subaru is not her attendant. If the elder was saying, "Wow, what a rude attendant, is he yours?" and then Emilia says Subaru is not her attendant, I could somewhat understand where you're coming from when you claimed Emilia used Subaru as a scapegoat, but that did not happen. I also don't remember Subaru's actions at the Capitol being commended on record. I could be wrong, but I find it very hard to believe. Also, Julius was punished by the Knight Commander if I recall correctly, to show the other knights to be disciplined even if they're being mocked by someone who doesn't know better. Julius took the fall to protect Subaru from the younger and pettier knights, who would have gone as far as killing him for insulting their honor. The rest of this comment has spoilers from Season 3 and onward, so I'll end it off here. It will never cease to amaze me the lengths that Natsuki Simperus will go to defend Subaru's actions in the Capitol. It's just so funny to me that all of them only try to defend Subaru during that specific scene, blame Emilia, and are quite literally willing to die on that hill. Their loyalty to Subaru is so strong that they have inherited Return by Death, dying on the same hill over and over again. Anyway, let me know if you would like to see more anime commentary videos like this by leaving a like or even subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.